Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you had a good Saturday. But just before we start, this is not a training call. Training is now individual little recordings that I post on YouTube with a subject. It's anything between 5 and I think yesterday we had one that's 17 minutes long. There's 4 up so long, so there's no individual training on Saturdays anymore. Yeah, there's four videos on different sessions of training sections, and then I'll possibly do one more on Monday, and then as the need arises, then you can ask me for more training recordings. If anybody wants a specific training subject to be discussed, send me a private message and then I'll look at it and prepare something. Like I said, the videos is anything between 4 and the longest one yesterday was 17 minutes. No excuse now if you have no idea what's going on, because you can go watch the old recordings. There's not many people on. There's huge load shedding again in South Africa. This is recorded. Just a few basic things I'm going to tell you. We've got a huge amount of Telegram groups open. Where's my file? There it is. Currently, that's got the Legend's name and the boarding call number on is 260, and there's about 70 without the boarding call, which I must still get to. I'm going through the messages from the bottom up to the top on Telegram. If you send me a message, you're going to wait about 4 days before I get to it. If it's something urgent, call me. I will call you back some other time. I may not answer the phone, but I will call you back definitely. Concerning the boards that we're working on, there's quite a few boards that got 1 or 2 members short that will close in the next 7 days. And then we've got a few boards which is working slower, where only 1 person is working on, taking the monthly position there. That will obviously take longer. There's 2 outstanding that I must take through to version 2. We are struggling with 7 people who did not yet register their version 2 profiles, so they're basically blocking the whole process. And it's very easy. I'm going to start chasing you down if you don't register your version 2 profile. Yesterday we had an instance where somebody contacted me and said you can't get on a bronze board. He already registered 2 version 2 profiles and now suddenly he's a blank. He don't know what to do. That is just straight laziness. Go to the recordings on YouTube and go watch what you must do. I'll do a video on the version 2 separately, maybe on Tuesday. Right, there's not much else I want to say. Stay positive. Everything is going well with the compression. I think they're on stage 3 now. There's going to be 6 or 7 stages of the compression. It looks like the system is filling boulder 1 and 3 first, and then after that 2 and 4 will be filled. In the meantime, if you've got boulder 1 and 3 open, expect a message from me to get a link out from somebody on the board so that we can fill that position. You only need to confirm that one. We did find a few legends, 2 of them to be exact, that didn't want to work with us. So on those boards, I will sponsor in a full profile for somebody on one of the dream vehicles and a submarine profile. And then we'll abandon that board till the legend eventually give up and gets removed, and then the people can be placed on other boards. Legend don't want to work with us, we don't work on the board. If I tell you to confirm, to trickle up, you confirm. If you don't do that, we abandon the board. I'll give profiles for the people with my own money on other boards. Right, that's all I've got to say today. There's good things coming, some in the near future, some a bit later, some early next year. The next thing they're working on is that we can change our own details. That should be in place very soon, where you can change your phone number without 2FA, where you can change your username. And if you assist somebody and you want to hand over the profile, their details as well, email address, the whole kabang. All right, any questions from anybody? Oh, this is going to be a short call. I'm going to sleep nicely for 45 minutes this afternoon. Or must I call you out? Where's all the people? There can't be so much load shedding.
You make me smile, Captain.
Say again?
You make me smile. Thank you.
Why do I make you smile? I didn't tell a joke yet.
No, I didn't laugh. You make me smile.
Good. Good. Yeah, if I can put a smile on one person's face every day, then I'm happy. I'm not going out anywhere today, so I'm not meeting many strangers. Sharon, it looks like you're unmuted. Do you have any questions for us?
Morning, everybody. Yeah, I know you said that our version 2, we need to, I know I've done it once, and I'll have to go and refresh myself because I've got a couple of them floating around. Those are the ones we're talking about. Am I correct?
Yeah, if you
That
register
haven't-
two version 2 profiles and you've got 2 version 1s which is not on a board yet or currently,
Yes.
you keep on logging in there.
Okay.
As a situation currently stands, you
Yes.
take your version 2 profile to silver, and when you receive your first silver dollar gift there, then you go activate your version 1 profile with $400. With the second silver gift you receive, you activate the bronze board. You go join the bronze board. So that leaves you then with $300 open. And then you keep saving up on the silver board for your gold board. You're going to make $700 for yourself on your first silver with the version 2 profile.
Yes. Now, I understand that, Stefan. It's just that I've been gone through our first bronze board, which is our $12 one, and now I've got to go onto a bronze. But that is where I'm getting confused now, because it's telling me to peak at both, but when I go to peak, it says I must go to a silver, but I've only got $100 from that particular board. So I need to go to a
Exactly. So stop peaking. Like I said many times, your version 1 profile, log in. You can't go to a board. If you peak, you can't make a comment or type in the date there. You just log in once a week on that profile. We can work with your version 2 and get the version 2 up over time to silver so that you can start receiving. Remember also your version 2 on the first bronze board, you need 400 for your silver. You are going to get for yourself $300 there that you can already keep in place to go activate your version 1 profile. So in total, the version 2 profile will make $1,000 on the bronze and the silver. After you've used 400 plus 100 is $500 for your version 1 activation.
Okay. And then regarding the legends that you said that doesn't want to work with us, I have sent you a copy, and I know you're very busy. So if I could just ask you, one of our legends have decided not to go any further, and I got an email to say that this legend has left. I have 4 positions plus personally on the board and some friends, but now we're all sitting there with no legend to pay. I can't bring any gifts to them. What do we do?
Yeah, there's 2 things going to happen there. Either the legend will be replaced, or you are going with compression be placed on other boards.
They're going to move us all around. Okay. Okay.
And then we work on those boards.
May I quickly say something, Stefan? Sharon, has the legend already been removed from the board, or is the legend still on the board?
She's been removed now because I got an email to say that she was leaving. It went red, and now she has removed herself. She's got other places, but that particular one, she's not prepared to go any further with it.
Okay, but if you log into your profile on that board, is the legend space empty, or is she still there with a red block?
No, she's empty now.
Oh, she's empty. Okay, that's too late then. If one can speak to people who have been flagged for deletion, either because they due to inactivity or because they chose to, then I have found in most cases, if you speak to them, they either reactivate themselves, or if they really, really don't want to continue, most of them have got no problem to hand over and donate the profile to an NPO. And just this morning, we spoke to a lady. She's in the States. Been trying to get hold of her since last night. She's a legend. Said she didn't want to. 2 phone calls this morning. Her profile has been reactivated. So it just takes, the moment you see it, just act on it then, and just speak kindly. I just find that sometimes people are they've just lost a little bit of faith, and all that they actually need is someone to reassure them that everything will be okay.
Yeah. Actually, I have been in contact with this lady because she's got 3. And at one stage, she was on one of my boards with all 3 of her positions. And what I found strange is that the other 2, she has logged in and everything, but the third one, she's not. So she's a South African, so I'll get hold of her and just ask her what. But if she's taken off, it's too late. Am I right?
Just say that last bit again.
If she's already left the board,
Yeah,
her
if she's off the
name's
board,
not
she's off the
there,
board.
then it's too late. Oh, damn.
Yeah, then
Okay.
it's too late. Yeah, you can contact support, but it's a huge process to get back on the board.
Yes.
Just let her go in
All
love. The resident will be replaced, or you will be placed on other boards, and then we work accordingly. Remember, every board is individual and very unique. There's unique
Yes.
challenges and issues on every board, and that's why we got the little groups. We deal with it as we work on the board.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, very easy. Yeah, some people need constant motivation. It happened quite a few times that people said they want to not carry on, and then after a conversation, they realize that it's long term and we will get there eventually. We will just look at the basics. Do you really think I will spend 10 months of my life working between 18 and 22 hours a day on Gift of Legacy if I don't believe in it? And if I believe in it, you just follow. I'll transfer some of my faith over to you so you can understand this is going to work. It is taking time. Nobody said it's going to be fast. It's hard work to get people below you. Remember, you need 32,000 people to go land on a platinum board below you. We've got 12,000 in the submarine currently. That's why the leading profiles is only sitting in gold. We're loading more profiles at the bottom to eventually push them through. It's a long process, but there is some good things coming in future as well. Like I said many times, I may or may not know the future. May the odds will forever be in your favor, because I know what's going to come. And I will not spend this amount of hours on something that I don't think is going to work. I'll be stupid to do that. Any other questions? There's one more thing that I want to say a few things about before we close. No questions. All right, let's talk quickly about the Telegram groups. Yesterday, on the 2 calls that I discussed Telegram groups, we've got a bit of a challenge. On the Dream submarine, we've got 888 members, 888. And in the Legend group, there's only 601. When you're on the submarine, you need to be in the Legend group as well so that you can see how we guide the people through. Get one of the admins. Remember, in the main groups, we don't join with an invite link. You don't create the invite link. One of the admins, Yaku or Yanni, can add you. Or look on the list who's the other admins. I can't remember all of them. So make sure you get in that group. Then there's a group called Stats. Dream Stats and Rewards. I'll start posting more information in there in the next week or so. Go look at what's going on there. Then there's a group called Analysis. GL Board Analysis. We are also going to start, once we got all the groups open, I'll have a bit more time to go check and see what we can post there. Make sure you're in the right groups. I just had a phone call with somebody who again said good afternoon or good morning in a group. I'm in over 700 different little groups. If everybody do that, it means the messages that needs my attention move 700 down. That's how far I must scroll then to get to the older messages. I've still got messages at 11 and 10 days old. I'll get to everybody. I cleared about 300 messages already this morning. There's 700 left. I will get to all the messages. Refrain yourself from unnecessary posts in the little groups. Everybody knows it's a good morning. All you need to do is if there's something happening on the board or I guide you to do something, then you post there so that we can make sure there's not too much clutter. There's some of you sitting in more than one group. Christina is also in a lot of groups. Kaylee, Elise is also in a lot of groups. Ilana is in a lot of groups. Have some mercy on us. You don't have to say good morning. If you want to say good morning, do it in the main groups. Dream Cruise, Dream Caravan, Dream Tracks, Dream Eagle, and Submarine Dream. You can say good morning there. All right, no other questions?
Steph, I've got a quick one.
Yes, Julie.
With the group that we've opened for my subdue or submarine board, so
Mm.
we'll only chat once you start conversation.
Yeah,
on those
just
little
get
groups.
other people in the group, and then I need you to contact somebody on the group already contacted William Greaves. Either get a gift in there or take him off the board, and
He's
then
been
I
in for
will
months.
talk to them once more.
Okay.
Your profile is sitting in sheet 140, so it's only 39 away from what we're working on. The one side is already filled. That's fine. If you take William off, we'll take 3 of the version 2s that coming through the next week and load there. The links will have to
Okay.
come from Tracy in builder number 4. 2 links, no, 1 link, because we're going to chain them. I've put Tracy in the group already. So we'll work on that board with version 2s. Then you're out of there. You're already on silver. You go to your next bronze board. And then the new legend on the left is Deep Bliss. I don't know which one is that. Mind you, Deep Bliss is sitting twice on the board. When the board split off, she landed on the other side of the board again.
Okay.
Can you see that? Deep Bliss
Yeah.
is the left guide and the number 7 gifter. So we will. The next legend will be Creative Fairy, and then the 2 builders on the left will then follow through to the board where Creative Fairy is. But then you're off. You're already on your next bronze board. You're 140.
Yes.
Let's go see where you're going to land. Wrong file. 140 gives me 13, 14 is 7. You're going to land on behind Mark 4 or Rotor October. And the legend currently is Petio Sub is not legend. It looks like Ilian 10 will be the legend there. So we'll work with the version 2s on this board and then get you through to the
Perfect.
next. You're already on silver, so you're fine with silver. Once we move the other people through to silver, they will go land behind you on your board.
All right. Great. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions? Remember, if a group is open and I did not yet add a boarding call number, doesn't mean you can't start working on the board. I will get to the board or to the group. If you need my attention for something, for guidance, or to allocate a person to sponsor, just tag me in that group. What I do, I work from the bottom. I first go to private messages, get them out of the way. Then I go to groups where I'm tagged, get that out of the way, and then I work on groups where I need to add a boarding call or where I'm not tagged, just to see what's going on. So you can start working on your board, although I did not at that stage yet give you any guidance. It's a huge process. Elise is on now, she can tell you how many groups she opened on her own and how many she must still do. What I do now currently to give Elise a little bit more time and to start catching up. Whatever new groups is now requested, I immediately open it myself. Till Elise is up to date, then we're gonna start pushing through to her again to open. Elise, explain to the people how hard and how time consuming it is to open these little groups. Elise, you still muted?
Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
I just walked away from the TV noise. It's a bit of a process because I don't have everyone in my contacts, and so I'm busy working on that now to add everybody. To send my contact details to them as well, so that they've got mine, and it's a process. So getting the people into the group, if I'm not on the board, is a huge thing. So we've got a request between you, Festina, and myself. Request that the board picks are posted in the group with all the details of everyone on board, so we can add them to the phone, send them messages, follow up, send them the links. So it's just time. I'm hoping to catch up on the 130 that I've still got to do over this weekend, and then you can start sending back to me.
Good. Now, there you heard it from Elise. There's still 130 to open. And then I don't know how many is already on Telegram where I need to add the boarding call where I didn't even see yet what's going on in the group. If you do request a group, you will be one of the first people that we load in the group. Make sure, because you got access to the board, make sure that you add whoever you can add. Very important, when you want to add somebody, make them your contact. That usually cause at least half of the people to be able to, that you'll be able to add them. If you still can't add them, take the link that Elise posts in all the groups. He pins it at the bottom, at the top, and send the person a link. Tell them
If
this is the board we're working
just
on.
say this,
Okay, you're breaking up a little bit there, Elise. And he's got a bad connection. Yeah, people just follow the guidance in the groups. Elise will ask you if she needs a screenshot of somebody. It's info block so that we can get them on the board or on the group. You must help where you can. If you requested the group, if you can't add them, post a photo of the info block so Elise can make them a contact and try to add them. If they can't be added, she will send them a message. If I can't add you when you request a group, I will abandon that group because my phone number is supposed to be on your phone. I sent a message to somebody this morning to ask for a link. She was in the guide position, no circles. And she asked me, why you? That's shocking, people. My number is the first one that needs to be on your phone. And shortly thereafter, Elise, Festina, Diana, Bobby, the people working the submarine, to take it to very deep depths. Make sure our numbers is on your phone, so that when we contact you, that you know who we are. Elisa, is your sound back on?
Yeah, I think so. It was a connectivity problem. I've gone back
Okay.
onto
What is
mobile
that last few
data.
sentences you wanted to say?
I just want to say, if you're on the group and you are able to add people, it is a great help. I know that Stefan has just said now that if you are not responding to any messages from him, that he will abandon, or if he can't add you to the group, he'll abandon that particular board. I'll be perfectly honest with you, and I have never said this to Stefan, but I'm getting to that stage as well, because I send messages in WhatsApp, I send messages in Telegram, I send the links, I send a copy of the board. I say, please help me to get this information. And if I'm ignored, then it's a lot to remember, and I don't note everything down because we are working on so many boards. So if there are people in the group who can also add the members of the board, that would be a great help for us. Also bearing in mind that Christina is at the point now where she's been added, she's got a limit of the groups that she can belong to. So she still has to upgrade, I think, in order for me to add her to the 130 that we're opening now and what Stefan's opening. So anyone that can help, it's a great. We won't look down our noses at you. Would be very grateful for the assistance. Thanks, Stefan.
Thanks, Elise. Yeah, the board chat groups is definitely working. Christina is sitting with a situation with a lot of load shedding where she's currently at. And very bad signal, very bad Wi-Fi. She will be back in close to her own place in about a week, and then her connection will be a lot easier. I can't even phone her most of the day. Her connection is too bad, even on a normal phone call. Sometimes she tells me an hour later, oh, there was a missed call. She doesn't even, the signal is so bad that she can't even see or hear her phone ringing. She only see the missed call afterwards. So bear that in mind, be patient and understand this is a huge amount of work that Elise is doing for us. And it's a huge amount of work that Festina is doing for us. Johanna is also now back in South Africa after her excursion on work-related issues. So she'll be more present in the groups from today. I can't remember. I spoke to her sometime this morning. They just landed in Johannesburg at OR Tambo. So she'll be more active in the groups as well in the next week or so. All right. Any other questions? Good. We finish. Unmute. Shout bye.
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 Thank you.
See you guys.
Everyone, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Elise, dankie vir
Bye.
alles.
Steve, dankie.
Bye.